D&D Adventure Hook, Unfinished Business. A mysterious curse has spread through the realm, not allowing the dead to rest once they pass. Those that carry negative feelings of regret or hatred when they die are transformed soon after into a monstrosity that manifests their negativity into physical traits. An angry old man transformed into a gaunt, skeletal figure with a face twisted by rage, attacking anything that crosses his path. A woman who took her life after her husband cheated on her, transformed into a wailing beast with elongated hooks for arms that stretch out, pulling their victims in closer and not letting them go. Only those who pass without any feelings of negativity manage to go without transforming into these monstrosities. Can your party find the source of the curse, or will you too fall with negativity in your hearts, transforming into the very monsters you set out to defeat? D&D Adventure Hook gotta catch 'em all. A gnomish inventor named Professor Twig has created miniature bags of holding in metallic ball form, capable of capturing magical creatures. This has created a new type of adventuring party called the Monster Trainers. To learn more about the magical creatures of the land, your party has been hired to go out and capture as many creatures as possible, training them to battle against other creatures and level up. As you travel across the land, searching far and wide, you find that towns have started creating battle gyms with badges of honor for those who can defeat the leaders of the gym. Can your party go into the world, capturing all of the magical beasts for Professor Twig, and collect all the badges to prove you are the very best that no one ever was? D&D Adventure Hook, Find Her Body. A local town calls for help to exorcise an old academy that was abandoned years ago after a gruesome murder. A student was tormented and her remains were never fully recovered, and the perpetrator was never caught. Now, strange occurrences have been happening to anyone who gets too close to the academy, and the town mayor has hired you to help. After exploring the academy, you fall into a deep sleep. You awaken to find yourselves in a dark version of the academy with a message that reads, "Find her body." You search the school, finding clues that lead to different body parts, but by the end of the day, you are chased down and killed by a man in red. You awaken, finding yourself in the same spot as the day before, with everything back in its place. The only difference being that you remember everything. Each day, you get closer and closer to finding the body and solving the mystery, but the night always ends with your deaths by the hand of the man in red. Can you solve the mystery, find her body, and bring a stop to the endless loop? D&D Adventure Hook, On the Run. The notorious criminal known as Red Jack has escaped from the maximum security prison under the city of Ironhold. After committing a string of high-profile heists and violent crimes, he was sentenced to life in prison, only to escape weeks later. With a couple of leads and a generous bounty on his head, your party has agreed to capture him before he wreaks havoc again. You follow the leads, piecing together clues until you find him in an abandoned hideout in the mountains. When you confront him, he reveals that he was framed by a corrupt noble who used him as a scapegoat and provides you with persuasive evidence. He begs you, asking to aid him in gathering evidence to clear his name and expose the villainous noble who framed him. Do you apprehend Red Jack and claim the bounty, or do you help him expose the truth, bringing the real villain to justice? If you are enjoying this video, check out my Patreon, where you can get access to original monster stat blocks, awesome magic items, and full adventure PDFs every month. D&D Adventure Hook, Ghosts of the Past. The Battle of Gloomfall was the largest failure in history that almost resulted in the loss of the war. The battle was supposed to be an ambush, but somehow the enemy forces caught wind of the attack and took the army by surprise. Now, a century later, the battleground is known for being haunted, with restless spirits wandering the field at night. With the anniversary of the battle approaching, the spirits of the battle have grown angry, wandering into the town and taking over villages. The local priest has tasked your party with entering the battlefield, retrieving the remains of the fallen soldiers, and performing a proper burial to allow them to rest. However, as you enter the field, you are surrounded by the ghosts of the soldiers who confront you, telling you of how their commander conspired with the enemy, resulting in their deaths. You learn that the commander is an elf who still lives in the town and holds a position of political power. Do you expose the truth and risk political turmoil, or do you fight off the spirits and put them to rest?